Vladimir Klitschko was expressing his disappointment on how David Haye and Derek Chisora was brawling in the press conference. Well, you're the only one who's really disappointed. You're the only one. And your promoter, Bernd Boynton, I can't pronounce them names there. Your promoter, he might come out and say, yeah, it was really disappointing what you guys did. Well, let me tell you this. See, when Bernd went home, Bernd was licking his lips. Bernd was licking his and rubbing his hands with glee, saying, yes. You know what I mean? That's how you promote a fight. You know what I mean? I have to get these guys on the card next. Let's see if Vitali don't sign to fight David Haye. You know what I mean? Even though, in my opinion, as far as concerning David Haye, punching Derek Chisora in the face, in my opinion, is like signing a contract. You can't really fight any other fighter right now after you've punched someone and decked someone in a press conference. You can't. Who are you going to fight now? Who are you really going to fight after you've done that? And I know you're a confident guy. You've achieved a lot in your life. You was the undisputed cruiserweight champion. You won the WBA heavyweight belt. So I know you've achieved shit. But you can't delude the public. You can't delude them. No one thinks you can beat Vitali. You stunk the place out last time out. I don't like saying this. You're one of my favorite British fighters. I don't like saying it. I mean, I don't like saying it. But you stunk the place out. You haven't fought anyone since then. You have no right, really, to walk straight back into a title fight right now. You know? A Chisora match is the right match. You'll get a good payday out of it. And if you can knock him out, you can step up and fight Vitali, you know? That's only right. As for Derek, he doesn't have the tools to fight Vladimir. He just doesn't, man. He doesn't. You know, he's got a good chin. He's going to run him hard. But basically, my man's going to use the same tactics that he used against Haye. He's going to lean on top of your shoulders and use the jab. He's going to put the jab on you, man. You know? Catch your uppercuts as you move inside. You know? You're not going to win. You'll get a nice payday, but you're not going to win. You're not going to win. You need more experience, man. You've only had 17 fights. A fight with Haye now would be brilliant for you. And you was touting for the fight, to be honest. You even said you need more experience, so I appreciate that. But you made me laugh yesterday. You done some pussy shit in the press conference. I mean, what the fuck you mean? I'm going to shoot David Haye. I'm telling you all in public. I am going to shoot David. You sounded like a wangster.
You ain't no gangster. You's a buster, customer, sucker. You fake fraudulent motherfucker.
Among the claims and counterclaims later, the allegation that Haye swung a camera tripod around his head, hitting his own trainer with it by mistake. And that Chisora at one point had a bottle in his hand before being subdued by his minders. It was an incident which will be seen around the world and shocked even hardened members of the boxing fraternity.
That was just possibly the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in British boxing. I mean, you've seen guys going for each other. Chisora, who went some way to redeeming his reputation in the ring tonight with a very brave performance, but we've seen him walk 20 yards in a press conference to start a fight. You know, that was just horrendous. It was absolutely and utterly disgraceful. We've rarely seen these scenes. And the travesty of this, it's two British boxers getting involved in a melee that they should never have got involved with.
Haye's trainer Adam Booth had a gashed head at the end of it all.
His entourage ain't got nothing on my entourage. And you make sure I'm going to find money.
But the damage to the reputations of the two fighters and to British boxing will last a lot longer. Peter Saunton, Sky Sports.
There's one problem I have with racist people, and it's not the fact they don't like different ethnicities, because that's up to you. I don't like when they're not real, you know. This pussy I was talking about, this is the worst scenes he's seen in British boxing. Was it worse than when Hagler beat Alan Minter for the middleweight title years back, and they showered the ring with bottles? and tried to get in the ring to hurt Hagler. Was it worse than that? Was it worse than when Errol Christie, a black middleweight, fought Mark Taylor, a white middleweight, and they had that brawl at the press conference, and it spilled over into the wider society, where there was racial tension everywhere and there was fights breaking out over that fight? Was it worse than that? I mean, these reporters are the same pieces of filth who hacked into that little girl's phone when she went missing before she got murdered by that fucking sicko. These are the same pieces of filth who did that, talking about they're not setting good standards for society or boxing. Get the fuck out of here. They're not clergymen. They're boxers. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? And as soon as Chisora and Hay sign a contract to fight, you're going to be the first one trying to get them assignments to cover the build-up, the press conferences, the interviews. And what are you going to say to them? Oh, you disgrace the sport. No, you're going to be sucking up to them so you can get good interviews from them. So don't bullshit nobody. Don't bullshit anybody. You know what I mean? And remember where your fucking bread is buttered. So don't bullshit no one. You press guys, you know your circulation of newspaper sales is not going to be hurt by what happened. You know that, I know that. Vladimir, you might not recognize it, but this is the most excitement we've seen in the heavyweight division for a long minute. For a long, long minute. And that's the bottom line of it. So this is Boxing Beats and Rhymes saying peace out. We gone.